At a storage facility in Auckland, 21-year-old Aiden Sagala is going about a normal workday, putting in his hours. His supervisor, someone he works with and trusts, walks over and hands him a cold drink. It's a brightly colored can labeled Honey Bear Beer. Inside that can is a lethal dose of liquid methamphetamine. Aiden takes a drink, and within moments, the quantity of drugs in his system proves fatal. Aiden had become the unintended casualty of a highly organized, deceptive smuggling operation that was running right in the middle of his workplace. The supervisor who handed over the drink, along with his partner, were the operators of a massive international drug ring using the facility as a hub. This grid shows the scale. A single can killed Aiden, but they imported between 628 and 741 kilograms of methamphetamine. By dissolving it into commercial beverage cans, they slipped right past border control and detected. At the time, this was the largest methamphetamine seizure in New Zealand's history, representing a level of organized danger the public rarely sees. The two men, Singh and Kalan, faced trial here at the High Court for drug supply and the manslaughter of their young coworker. The judge handed down severe sentences, ordering both men to serve over 20 years in prison. But the judge also attached a specific legal condition to those sentences, called a minimum period of imprisonment, or an MPI. This timeline illustrates how the MPI works. While most sentences allow for early release, a 10-year MPI legally eliminates any chance of parole for a full decade. The prison door remains closed, no matter what. The High Court used this tool to ensure the punishment reflected the devastating harm caused to the community. It was a way to make sure the severity of the sentence couldn't be bypassed. The men appealed this 10-year mandatory wait to the highest authority in the country, the Supreme Court of New Zealand. Their legal team argued that a decade-long block on parole was disproportionately severe. They pointed to the men's personal struggles, including childhood trauma and PTSD, and experts who claimed they were unlikely to offend again. This visualization shows the choice the justices had to weigh. They had to balance a criminal's personal background against a massive commercial operation that smuggled hundreds of kilograms of drugs and cost an innocent person their life. The Supreme Court had to decide if personal mitigating factors could ever outweigh the duty to protect the public from large-scale drug trafficking. Inside the Supreme Court, a panel of 3 justices reviewed the case and delivered their final, unappealable ruling. They dismissed the appeal. The 10-year minimum period of imprisonment remains in place for both men. To justify this strict ruling, the justices relied on a legal principle called general deterrence. Simply put, general deterrence is a punishment designed to be so severe that it discourages anyone else from even considering a similar crime. It is a warning to the entire community. While the court acknowledged the criminal's personal trauma, they ruled that for an operation this dangerous, the priority must be protecting the public and holding the offenders fully accountable. For minor offenses, the justice system leaves room for personal leeway, but for catastrophic crimes, the court deploys its strictest protections. This case will always be defined by the loss of Aiden Sagala, a tragedy that proved the lethal reality of the methamphetamine trade. Upholding the 10-year MPI isn't just about these two men. It acts as a broadcast to international smuggling rings that New Zealand will not tolerate this level of danger. When a crime brings this much devastation to the country's shores, the justice system prioritizes the absolute protection of the community, ensuring the consequences are final.